The next android on the list, even her name is hard to say. Annalee Call. We're gonna call her Cal. I think her name is Annalee Cal.
I'm just gonna call her Winona Ryder.
Yeah, played by Winona Ryder.
Yep.
I think this android was inconsistent as hell. I think this android wasn't given a lot to work with.
Yeah.
I don't really blame Winona Ryder. You know, she's pretty good. You know what I mean?
I don't blame her either. I like Winona Ryder.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just that this character feels weird because you don't know she's an android until like later in the film, kind of like Ash, except when this reveal happens, it's not like Ash where you're like, oh shit, he was an android the whole time. With Winona Ryder, you're like, but how?
But how? Because you literally contradicted all the behavior that a synthetic does. You're overly emotional. You feel like you need to sacrifice yourself at every given moment. Like they explained that she's a thrown away synthetic, kind of like the Institute in Fallout 4, and that's cool and all. But the problem is that you're an older synthetic. All right. Yeah. Why the hell do you have so much emotion and you're so advanced? I feel like it was a complete mix-up with the directing and the script. I just think this character is contradictory as hell. And let me add something else to that really quickly. All right. What android in their right minds gets taken hostage by a dude with a revolver? I'm sorry. But aren't the androids capable of like moving tons with just their hands alone? Like, aren't they some of the strongest fucking things out there? And yet, meanwhile, she's being held at gunpoint. I was like, I just didn't like it. All right, I just didn't like it. I think it's ridiculous.
Aren't they meant to like not hurt people?
But didn't she want to kill Sigourney Weaver right at the beginning and then just chose not to? She was gonna do it, and then Sigourney Weaver woke up.
But was it because she was a clone? I don't know the rules of the I don't know the logic of this universe. Can a synthetic kill a clone because they're like, oh, well, you're not a real person?
But my thing is, as the synthetic, let's say it's not going to harm the person, telling me that the synthetic is going to get overpowered by a hostage taker. The synthetic would simply not move. Like you grab the fucking like, come with me, robot, and it's like, no, I don't want to. Sir. and another thing, why wouldn't the android just fucking take the goddamn gun? Like, what are you doing? Give me that. Let's stop playing. Yeah.
Winona Ryder did the opposite. She handed him the gun.
Yeah. Oh my god, that is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen ever. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I like Winona Ryder's performance, but I feel like the character was not meant to be an android.
And it was like a last minute twist.
Yeah, and they did it for like shock value or something. The one thing I do like about her character is when Sigourney Weaver questions her about being overly emotional, and she's like, I'm programmed that way. And Sigourney Weaver's just, you are programmed to be an asshole. Damn. That's such a good line.
I'm going to say, I just don't really enjoy her character in general. And like I said, that's not Winona Ryder's fault, but
yeah,
I do agree. I like that scene, and she's not totally irredeemable. She was just in a terrible film.
Yeah.
So I'd like to think putting her in D tier is fair.
Yeah.
I can't put her in F because I feel like there's definitely potential if she was in a different film. She's not. She's not like irrefutably horrible. Why would you? You know, it's just like, damn. Wish you got dealt a better hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and of course, like we said before, it's not the performance. It's not Winona Ryder's fault. It's just the card she was dealt.
That's real as hell.
Yeah.